In this video, I want to share with you one of the most liberating ways to break through a plateau, or maybe you're trying to scale right now, but just simply isn't clicking. And you probably watch a lot of educational content. You probably watch, a lot of videos just like this on YouTube, and and you can see a lot of the strategies that are out there. But the truth is that it's not about the number of strategies that you're using or the strategies that you know, but rather the foundation upon which you're building those strategies from. Now, I've worked with over 50 coaches, and there's often a common thread. And what I've noticed is that a lot of us were building with inherited marketing strategies that don't actually fit who you are. That the most profitable version of your business is the most magnetic and aligned version of you. Because the truth is, you could learn all the systems, but unless you're energetically attractive or you're aligned or you're speaking with conviction, people will scroll right past it. It's like the idea where you could take two exact ad scripts and they could be the exact same words on a page and hand them to two different people. Now, one person can speak it with conviction, every single word they believe in their heart, in their bones, and have deep conviction in what they're reading. Whereas the second person, they're just simply reading words off a page. Now, the difference is how that is magnetic to the right people. Because when someone is aligned and people are craving congruent people online, they can see that this person is speaking with deep conviction. It's like that classic John Maxwell quote where people don't remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. And man, this is just so overlooked because oftentimes when things aren't working, we gravitate towards a system or we gravitate towards a strategy. When if we just took a step back, you could just be entering a new season of alignment or a new expression of your business or a new expression of your offer. But oftentimes we're over consuming so much content that we're drowning out that voice or maybe even that intuition leading us a new direction because you might have outgrown these strategies or outgrown the current offerings of your business. But when we're over consuming content on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and oftentimes just for education, we're just getting completely dysregulated because everyone's telling us different things because of the echo chamber that we're in. Like you might hear that flywheels are dead and then, funnels are dead and then ecosystems are dead, where the reality is a lot of the people saying those things are incredible people, but it's actually making you dysregulated because you're trying to work out, well, what do I even believe anymore? So I want to pose the question to you that if everything works, what's going to work for you? Like not another person's version of their business, but if you were to stop for a moment and think, if I could build this my way, how would I build it? Because most people don't stop and ask the question, what do I really want? And so I just want to share 3 different ways you can find alignment right now. Now, the first one is to consume less and to listen more. Like, what are you most excited to build right now? Because a lot of people, they buy into a myth that you have to either choose alignment or profit, where nothing could be further from the truth. Alignment and profit, profit is always downstream of alignment. Because when someone's had that identity shift and they're in that flow, profit is always downstream of that. Now, a classic example is someone that in a program in 90 days, they may be able to get a result. But because of that, long term, they're not able to continue the results because their identity hasn't shifted. They haven't become the kind of person that can sustain those results. Whereas alignment solves that because when someone is aligned, their identity has shifted to the point where it's just a natural expression of who they are. So I encourage you to get a piece of paper and a pen or maybe your notes app and just write down absolutely everything that you don't want your business to look like. Now, I know that sounds bizarre and obviously pretty negative, but all the things you're doing right now, there isn't a reflection of how you want your business to run in the future. Then secondly, I want you to call every single one of your best clients and ask them the question, why did you choose me as your coach? Or why did they choose your program? And these will be incredible insights and clues as to how to build your next aligned business. Then number 2 is to build your philosophy. Because I want to ask you, what do you believe? Like, what are the values that you hold true? And allow that to shine through in your content and in your messaging and even in your marketing. Because people are craving people that are congruent online. And the more that you share your philosophy and the unique way that you solve people's problems, the more it makes you resonate. So it really comes down to really thinking, okay, well, how do I want to show up online? For example, for me, recently I made a decision not to use any fear-based hooks. Now I know fundamentals of marketing is fear motivates people and fear obviously gets the clicks. But the truth is I don't want that to be the first way that if you're watching this video or other people, their first impression of me is to prey on their fear. I'd rather their first impression of me is actually calling out the potential within them and maybe even what their business could actually look like as being the motivator and the hook, not just using fear-based hooks. But that's just the journey for me. So just build your philosophy, just rethinking the way that you want to show up online that makes you feel most aligned. And thirdly is to give yourself permission. You don't need anyone else's permission to build the business that you truly want your way. And so it comes down to actually backing yourself and knowing that when you're actually building from alignment, scaling feels so much lighter. Dream clients start leaning in even more because you're showing up as the highest expression of yourself online. So hopefully that helps and it gives you the permission today to back yourself throughout the borrowed playbook and build a business out of alignment, because your most magnetic and aligned business is your most profitable business in your future. I'll see you in the next video.